Well, folks, welcome back to the firewood hut. It's a Sunday morning, and the one in a billion things happened last night while we sat around this campfire. We had an explosion, and let me give you the full rundown of the story. About 4:30 last night, we started a fire because we were having hot dogs, and ate supper. And then I had some chores to do it up at the firewood hut, stack shells and what have you. So I kept the fire going. I was planning on sitting around the fire, which we did at probably about around 8 o'clock. So I really spruced up the fire. And let me just preface, only firewood was thrown in this ring. No plastic bottles, no paper, no nothing except for good old-fashioned firewood. And so we sat around the fire, my wife and I talked and just enjoyed the fire. And at 8:45, this thing let loose like a volcanic eruption. Big boom. And it looked like a volcanic eruption. It just blew most of the contents out of the fire pit into a big umbrella. And it just littered the whole yard, probably about 4 or 5 feet. I know I got some ambers out that way, or probably more like 10 feet away. And I don't know what happened. Just good old-fashioned firewood. This thing let loose with a big boom. And this is the chair I was sitting on. I got a few ambers. I'll give you a more close-up shot here in a second. But we scurried away, and we were brushing ourselves off because the whole thing just umbrellaed out, and we were getting pelted with embers and sparks and pieces of coal and what have you. So let me get behind the camera, and I'll take you on a little tour, and I'll show you some pieces. I didn't disturb this at all, so let me show you. There had to have been something in the firewood. So let me grab the camera. Okay, you can see some embers littering the brick around here, but let me show you this piece right here. That is not firewood. And then I got a piece there, and you can see there's my chair. This is fresh air intake right here. So, but there's a pretty good ember, just ash all over here. And here's another piece right there. Go a little bit further out. There's a bigger piece, and then a smaller piece. And I've got embers all the way out here. And let me just give you a, oh, wait a minute. Here's another piece of that stuff. And we are, look how far away from the fire pit that is. That's probably a good 15 feet from the fire pit. Oh, sorry, I just kicked it. There's another piece of that. So I'll tell you what, it was beautiful yet very dangerous. Like I said, it was more like a volcanic eruption. And I know this ain't going to show up on camera very well, but this whole area here around the fire ring was just aglow with orange embers. And like I said, my wife and I were scurrying. Let me get you set down here. Scurrying out of the way, just patting ourselves down and getting, because we were getting pelted as it umbrellaed out. So, like I said, this was probably a 1 in a billion things that happened. Something had to have been inside the the firewood. I don't know what that gray stuff is, so maybe I'll try to pick up the pieces and see if it'll assemble somehow or what. But one in a billion things that happened. Very beautiful. Like I said, it was like a volcanic eruption. I mean, it just bellowed straight up and just umbrellaed out, and you can see how far it shot. So, wish I had that on video because it was beautiful. Like I said, beautiful, and the whole grass was just aglow with orange embers, but yet dangerous. So I thought I'd make a video on this and just let you know what happened, and it'll probably never happen again. Okay, thanks for stopping by and watching. Bye.